Hi Gemini, welcome into your mid-month reading. This is for December 2022. I do want to remind you that this is general, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. But I do more than appreciate the likes, the comments, and of course subscriptions to the channel if you haven't joined this amazing Gemini tribe already. But we're going to keep this set of mid-months general for all areas of your life. And so we'll keep it open to see what spirit feels you need to hear the most. And then we'll move on to do your mid-month money and career read, which will be the first link down below in the description box. That will be on Patreon. So I do hope to see you over there afterwards. But let's jump right into it and do some shuffling. We're going to pull from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. What do we have for my lovely Geminis? Okay, that one literally did a twirl. We have the Lion Spirit, be generous of spirit, as well as Starfish Spirit, open to infinite possibilities. They just want the two, okay? So with the Lion Spirit, I feel there's a very bold way about your energy in the second half of December. The remainder of your year feels quite on point with what you're trying to accomplish, with who you're communicating with. Now this is first of all the third time I've fully recorded your reading, and it just wasn't feeling right for me. It wasn't as well spoken as I would have liked in the other two attempts. But in the last attempt, there was a lot of speaking upon setting up boundaries or healthy boundaries between you and other people with your work life, potentially a job for some, and as well a lot of focus on knowing your worth or remembering your worth, your value when it comes to, it could be all areas of your life, but I felt like more so career and where your money goes, as well as connections. Okay, understanding at this point along your path, you're needing to realize that you are worth the best. Okay, and sometimes you need to protect your energy, your overall well-being, and your future by setting up some of those healthy boundaries. Okay, but there is an underlying focus on your individual transformation and how beautiful that truly is, even if at times it feels a bit rocky as you continue down your individual path. But I did just see 222 on the timestamp, 222, okay? Look up that angel number meaning, as there is a message for you. But I do feel like some of you are laying a solid foundation when it comes to a business, when it comes to work, or when it comes to a relationship, or this could be more of a focus on a past foundation that is now helping you thrive or see success for oneself. But yeah, going back to the Lion Spirit, it's a very bold second half of the month for you, where you're looking out onto the horizon. I'm getting a very Three of Wands vibe, expecting a ship to come in for you, or simply expecting more success to come to be, excuse me. Knowing intuitively, if not, you'll get this intuitive hit at some point in the second half of the month or the beginning of the new year, that 2023 is going to be an amazing year for you. Okay, I haven't done your yearly predictions yet, but I do expect that to be a positive reading. 7 plus 3, okay, we have the number of 10 being the result of just that interesting wording, but 10s talk about completion. Okay, what have you completed recently, or what are you completing in this part of your month where you are seeing oneself, or it could be more so expecting in the upcoming year, but it's leaving you with more peace, more comfort, and I feel like more success, even if you can't fully see that at this time. But Spirit's saying, we need you to recognize or remember how much happens behind the scenes or even surrounding you when it comes to your spiritual guides and other random spirits that come in to help you. Okay, I'm hearing your ancestors. But Starfish Spirit talking about you being open to infinite possibilities, a very infinity symbol kind of vibe here. Okay, I do feel like somebody could be making you nervous. It could be spiritual, but I feel like it's more so somebody's energy at work or at home, or that you're energetically connected to. But there's a very strategic way about how you choose in the second half of the month when to, being shown somebody open up their arms, when you're willing to open up to people, right? To put yourself out there on social media or within your career specifically. It could be within specific connections or one individually. It could be in more than one way, absolutely, but I just feel like the way you strategically choose to trust your intuition in regards to how to be open and vulnerable at certain points, it works in your advantage, okay, or to your advantage rather. And I do feel like there's a reminder that you're a star, okay? You're a star in your own individual way. You may discover new talents at this time, or you may find oneself needing to dust one off that you haven't really put to use, potentially forgot about. But Spirit's saying whatever you've been working towards, that's thriving. Whatever you are helping people with, for some, that's very much doing well, okay? I just feel like you're on point with the words you express, the messages you get out there. You could be a spiritual worker being drawn to this reading, but I do feel like you have there's a possibility, excuse me, that you're very affected by energy, even if you're not an empath per se. But I do feel like there are some empaths being drawn to this specific reading. So cleanse your energy, reminds you just to steer clear of who and what makes you feel nervous, right? Or just you intuitively feel isn't going to benefit you at this time. Because we need to maintain the strong way of being. But all the meanwhile, there will be a reminder at one, if not several points, to have some fun, okay? Enjoy yourself. Feels like you're very focused on your career at this time, very focused on improving connections or manifesting, attracting in what you need the most, if not what you need and want the most, okay? And so Spirit's saying sometimes we need to just kind of loosen up a little bit, enjoy ourselves in the process of manifesting what we need or desire, and just accomplishing what we need to. It'll benefit the quality of your work, the future of your connections, right? Certain conversations of importance, and even ones that don't feel 100% important, but just feel good, right? You will find oneself at certain points in the second half of the month being drawn to certain content online, or certain movies, TV shows, articles that will help brighten things up for you, potentially all the meanwhile bringing in a bit of clarity. The Nine of Cups and the Page of Swords. Yeah, I just feel like there's clarity coming in. You could be researching something of importance for you that you need / want, or want. But I just feel like you are, this needs to be over here actually. You're learning more about how your future is meant to unravel in certain ways or in one specific way. You could be doing some online training or work training, but I do feel like there's just a lot of downloads for you, okay? Regardless of how spiritually connected you truly are. I'm now hearing, as I lose my breath, pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. As much as connections to an extent take a focus, even if that's just in your mind, heart, and soul, you're spending a lot of quality time alone, okay? And this might be part of the reason why you're feeling, it may be playing into how overly serious you're feeling, right? Or why you're not feeling 100% up to socialize at certain points, staying just, again, very focused on your money, your career, your goals at hand. Some of you might come up with a new goal for oneself, but there's a sense of a wish fulfillment taking place for you. You may want to watch the Virgo reading if you have that in your chart, but there is a certain days in the second half of the month where you jump out of bed feeling quite golden and just on the right side of the bed, almost as if you were just joined by a spirit, an angel that just was very positive and just helps you feel this way as you wake up, okay? Or as you woke up. But I just feel like there's just a reminder that you need to take care of your glow, because when you're glowing at certain points, things just work out better for you. When you wake up and you either wake up on the right side of the bed automatically, or if you don't, you find a way to sort of enhance your glow or bring that vibration back up, you see one's day unravel better for oneself, okay? Or just in a lot easier manner, okay? You succeed with things easier. You achieve things in a much easier manner. And so Spirit's saying it's all a learning kind of curve or a learning process for oneself, kind of trial and error to figure out what works for you. But you do know oneself best at this point along your path. So just try to make sure that, to the best of your ability, that you're feeling golden and have a high vibration, enhance that glow as you trickle towards the end of this year, okay? But I do feel like if there isn't a wish fulfillment taking place in the second half of the month for you, that is either manifested and or spiritually guided for oneself, you are being pushed to remember or realize this lies at the beginning of your year, okay, for 2023. And factors that are outside of you that you can't control, right? People being noisy, people's energy, I want to say even just certain factors with your job for some or your business. Put your hands up and say, I won't try to control that, okay? Realign your focus or just keep your focus, your intentions on one's energy, aura, right? Your glow, self-care even, the work at hand. But let's pull 2 more before we wrap this up. The 8 of Cups. Some of you, this wish fulfillment could be tied into you walking towards happier, healthier days for oneself. Whether that's a situation as far as dating goes, work goes, your home life goes. It could be another type of contract or investment. But Spirit's saying, when you feel your golden way of being or your glow, your high vibration start to dissipate from one's situation, it could be due to energy, right? A surrounding, an environment you're wrapped up in. When things feel feisty, gossipy, or just unhealthy, we strut away towards happier days, okay? Or towards a more peaceful, happy situation for oneself. So there's a need to remember or recognize where you can escape to when need be, okay? But yeah, judgment coming out, because I just feel like the end of your year entails, for some, a release of an old version of oneself, right? Or old habits, but certain levels of honesty with other people, with oneself taking place, and this helping you wholeheartedly, okay? This helping things wrap up for the year in a positive way, in a constructive, productive way, so that you can begin the new year in a very healthy, positive light, okay? So you can feel more like who you're meant to be in this lifetime and feel as if your surroundings are at least heading in a healthier direction. Does that make sense? And so don't be surprised if you finish up the year doing some reevaluating or just reflecting, or both, right? In regards to potentially the whole year, or what you have at hand, who you're connected to. And I just feel like there's some important changes / choices to be made in 2023, right? If not the beginning, as you trickle forward throughout the year, okay? And so some important thoughts taking place, right? Preparation work in that sense for those choices, those decisions, as you move forward towards more for oneself, or just simply better for oneself, all right? It's a very, once again, I'm getting the word constructive, second half of December for you, where you're being reminded the possibilities are endless for you as long as you continuously do what lights you up, right? Steer clear of what dims that light, right? And pushes you to continuously cleanse your energy, or just re-raise your vibration. But the point is, there's happiness ahead for you, there's comfort ahead for you, but it's just a very complex end to your year, where you're figuring things out and you're protecting your energy and getting ready for an amazing year of 2023. All right, I just heard you rock, okay? So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy the remainder of your year and month. Don't forget to check out your mid-month money and career read down below, first link, and I'll see you next time.